Nate at 11daypowerplay.com.
That's how I introduce myself to everybody. I'm like, hey, I'm the guy that's been emailing you for the past year.
So Nate, you've been with us for a year.
Yeah.
Is it just over a year?
Just under.
Just under a year.
But he's been with us before that.
If you include last year of volunteering and doing all that stuff.
Yeah. So you're our one and only employee who helps us out. I think you shared such a passion for what we do. Tell us why you wanted to help the 11-day power play.
So I volunteered when I was at Roswell for a little bit, and I met you guys, and there's something about you that pulls people in. The attitude you have and your drive, it's incredible. And getting to meet you guys and being a part of sports and different things like that. I grew up playing sports. I grew up doing events with my dad. I had that same passion that you guys have. And it made everything that much better to meet you guys and talk to you guys, and the people that you meet here. It's fantastic.
So let's be honest. Your first year with the 11-day.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
We've pivoted a bunch of times, and with all that pivoting, you've had to really.
I've heard pivot too many times, I must say.
But like just the amount of traction. I mean, we had 2,300 players register.
Yeah.
We expected 2,600.
Yeah.
And the amount of questions, and not everybody reads their emails, and that. How was that all?
It was great. The new fundraising system that we instilled this year, it helped out a lot, especially from the stories that you said of last year of like ours was so archaic, and then we moved on to this. It made it that much easier. And then that interaction, I enjoyed it, of people emailing me and people calling me and asking me questions. I get Bill Chef Lucas, who texts me every other day, and he's like, you would think I would know this by now of what I need to do, but he'll ask me questions, and like meeting those people and talking to them, it makes it fun.
Was he saying, make sure my page is higher than Lesikowski's? Was he saying that?
It was always a lot of like, somebody accidentally donated to KCT team page. Can you fix this? And I'm just like, it's like, all right. But no, it's great. Like, I like interacting with everybody that we have, talking to volunteers, doing scheduling. I did most of the calls for the volunteer scheduling, and talking to them and hearing their passion and seeing why they wanted to be involved. It makes it that much better. You get to meet the people, and this is just like a giant family. Like, the original 40 took me in. Everybody, they come in, they're like, hey, Nate, how you doing? What's up? Like, I feel like I'm part of the family at this point.
I still remember we were closing out last year, and there's a couple of you that helped us a lot, moving in, moving out. And we went to Anderson's.
Yes.
Remember this?
Yes.
So we went to Anderson's, had a roast beef sandwich, probably a milkshake.
Yeah.
And I just remember you were very sincere, and you said, if there's any way I can be part of this event going forward, I'd really love to.
Yeah.
And when we knew that it was progressing even more, we've been getting traction and increasing in number of participants and stuff, and we talked about having another person, and it was a no-brainer to bringing on. I still remember that day at Anderson's.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We talked a lot of hockey, a lot about like your son Liam, who's gigantic at this point. And I see pictures from like 2 years ago, and the kid was like 5'2", and he's 6'4" now. Like, it's crazy. It's you guys. Like I said, you guys make this what it is. The pivots, all that kind of stuff. The way your drive of just being like, Nate, we're doing this today. All right, just jump on board. I love doing it, and it's so much fun for me to be involved.
I think we're going to have to buy Nate a new pair of sneakers after this week, because when you see him,
a lot.
He's rarely ever walking. He's almost always running.
So, Nate, let's talk about what you're doing for this event. Okay, you're like the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Prior to you coming, it was me and Sarah.
Yeah.
I was doing social media. I was responding to all the emails. Now we have you who helps with all of that. So
I don't know how you did that before. Like, so I do most of the social media stuff. I work with the volunteers. Like I said, getting to talk to them, that's the best part. They're all great. They're all like the leads from last year and stuff, and having such a skeleton crew, like having them know exactly what they're doing every time that they come out here, it helps me so much. They're right on it. They'll do things before I even think to do them, and that's just that much more helpful. And then I'm in charge of music sometimes, getting Justin Yerg's playlist up there. He did a great job of it. And the intros.
For every team.
That is, yeah. So look up all their fundraising totals, the power players, all that kind of stuff.
Explain the rules.
When it's time to eat.
Yes. And then when it's time to eat, I'll jump on DoorDash, call something up for you guys, wait for the guy in the parking lot, grab him, bring it back. I remember walking to the trailer the one day, and Mike's laying down on the couch just texting, and I brought the rundown for your day, and I bring it to Mike, and I go, you know this is what movie stars feel like, right? And he goes, I could get used to this.
Wow, you're amazing. One thing that people don't know is something that you and I have in common.
What's that?
You know what I'm going to talk about. We were both soccer goalies.
Oh, yes. You got to be a little off to be a soccer goalie, is what they always said. But
we found that out after like 2 days into your job.
I
We
know.
were kind of chatting, and I don't play hockey, you don't play hockey, but we realized that we were both soccer goalies, which is not an easy.
I know.
Our
No.
nets are so much
I
bigger
know.
than these little dinky things.
yeah, I think about how much fun it would be out there. I'm like, oh, I could just go like this. I block the entire net. But yeah, it's my dad played hockey when he was younger. So my dad played like everything. He played football, basketball, hockey, all that stuff. And then somehow me and my sister both ended up only playing soccer. So he learned how to play soccer or how like soccer, all that kind of stuff. And he would follow us around to every event. He put 10,000 miles on his car one month alone because me and my sister were both playing college soccer all across New York State. So he drove from each place to each game and all the away games. So I'm sure you're used to that.
Of course, because he's your dad and you didn't want to miss a thing, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And
So,
your sister holds records at Brockport,
right? I always say it. She was a lot better than I was at soccer. She was a midi. She had the vision, a lot of assists.
And
I think
she's a coach for a boys team.
Yeah, me and her. She's the boys varsity soccer coach at Pioneer. I'm her assistant. I'm her goalie coach. She game plans everything. I'm basically just there to whip the boys into shape if they don't do anything. It's my motto is what my old coach told us is he goes, well, you might not be the best team, but you'll be the most in shape team. Go on a run, guys. I'm just like, oh man. So my goalie coach in college, the first day I met him, he goes, did you bring your running shoes? I was like, yeah. He goes, all right, catch me, and just took off running. We went on like a 2-mile run that day. I was just like, I played goalie for a reason. It's because I didn't want to run.
So Nate, let's talk about the merchandise.
Yeah. So this beautiful jacket I have on. We have a lot of great stuff. You guys do a great job of picking out like really nice products. Yours is like it's not a huge variety, but it is quality every time. You get Adidas, these nice golf polos, these hats. They're all fantastic.
Shout out to New Era.
Yeah, shout out to New Era. These are fantastic hats. I know everybody loves them. The jerseys that everybody has, Ad Pro, they did a great job. I've heard from everybody that they're just like, wow, we like these. Let's do them again another year. And just the meaning behind them, I think it makes it that much more special. I know we were worried a little bit at the beginning about if somebody would want a different jersey, but they get the meaning of it, and that's
right.
The important part. They get that like all cancers matter, all that kind of stuff, and that's why we have the lavender. That's why we have all of that. So
Yep.
It means a lot to see that they actually understand that.
Yep. And we'll have, after we close out our event, we'll have some jerseys left over, and we'll put that out on social media,
Yeah.
as you will. And I'm sure that if folks have a particular cancer that they're supporting or somebody they're supporting with a particular
They can
battle,
contact you.
Yeah,
then
definitely.
contact Nate at 11daypowerplay.com.
It's pretty easy.
So prior to Nate, I was doing the merchandise.
Like I
too.
said, I don't know how you did all of that from the beginning. Like,
Well, it's been
more credit to
It's
you.
been 3 years.
Yeah.
This is our 4th year, and having you has been a blessing. And we're friends, and I am your boss, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of your mom too, right?
I'm my work mom, definitely.
When you have any,
It's just me and you in the office all day.
I know.
It's great. Sarah's in there every once in a while, but it's just pretty much me and you just working through everything,
and
doing
during
all that
COVID
kind of stuff.
when we didn't see each other.
Oh my God, I know. That was
It-
tough.
It was so tough.
It-
It was like we had that one last day in the office, and then we realized we couldn't come back.
I know.
And-
We thought it was gonna be 2 weeks. You're like, all right, I'll see you in like a couple weeks. We'll be right back. I'm sure everybody felt that way. But it's so much easier to like run something by you or like do that when we're right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But
it's
we
nice.
hung in there.
Oh yeah.
All right, so last question. You must have a favorite moment. You've been with us a couple of years now. Favorite moment? Anything that sticks out?
So there's a couple. So getting the Thin Man beer was awesome. Going to Thin Man, seeing him pour it all in, watching Petey pour in the Thin Man beer, that was cool. That was a cool day of just like all of it coming together. And then every time we meet with Crowley Webb, they have incredible ideas, and it's awesome. They come in with all these ideas, and they're so pumped about it, and they show it to us. And learning about Hockey Inferno and all that kind of stuff, that's fun stuff. But I think the best thing that I've had is being here during the event, like all of it culminating, all of it coming together, and then talking to the people as they come in. There's like 5 times a day that I just get chills from the stories that people tell me, like about I'm playing for my mom, I'm playing for my son, I'm playing for my brother, like all of those different things. Those are what this is all about. That's what this event's about, is these people coming here and having a way of connecting and playing with your team and doing all those kind of things. Those moments are what mean a lot.
So
you-
tell us
I'm
about
sorry, go.
PD Power Play, because you guys are best
Oh my
buds.
God.
I mean,
I could barely keep him off the ropes course for a while there. He was running around doing all that. He just looks at it every day, and he's somewhere around here, but
I mean, he sleeps
it's
a lot,
oh
but
my
when he
God, I
comes
know.
out, it's like he's all into the game. He was
It-
playing goalie the
I
other
know.
day.
Said it was his first
For the
time
Mighty
out there. It was
Pucks.
great. Yeah, he was.
He's like, I'm gonna go.
The kids
play.
seemed to enjoy it. They wanted him out there.
I
More
think
power
he has
to
a
him.
crush on one of the Mighty
know.
Pucks
Yeah.
girls or something. I don't know.
So you've done an ice hockey event
Yeah.
at Harbor Center,
Yeah,
and now the ball hockey event at Riverworks. What do you think of this place?
this place is awesome. The staff here is incredible. They're so accommodating, and they'll just come up to us all the time and be like, anything that you need, let us know. But it's great to have Riverworks right next door. They have great food. They have the 11-day power pills for
Yes,
us.
They do.
Like, yeah, so
you haven't tried that,
Thin
yet,
Man?
though, have you?
it was good. I enjoy it.
We don't ever drink that.
No,
right?
never. But yeah, no, they're fantastic. And then you say I've done those types of things. I did golf events before I met you guys. I've run soccer camps. All these sports are just a lot of fun to be a part of.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
we were talking about Riverworks, and I think you had a conversation with Bill today.
Yep, exactly. So it's a good transition, because earlier today I got a chance to talk to Bill Casale, who's the GM of Pearl Street Properties, which includes Riverworks and several others. But Bill's a great guy. Riverworks is a great venue, and check out what they're all about.